and welcome once again to a glimpse of my life in London. As you've just seen, we're outside the home of the great British conductor Sir Thomas Beecham, who was one of the famous names in classical music in England and actually around the world in the 20th century. He was an impresario, and he was no fool, because this is his house in St John's Wood, and literally around the next corner are the Abbey Road studios, where he made numerous recordings. And as you can see behind me are the Abbey Road studios, and they were built in the 1830s. At that time it was just a private house, a 9-bedroom mansion, and then in 1931 it was made into a recording studio, and the first filmed performance that took place in this studio was Sir Edward Elgar conducting the London Symphony Orchestra in a recording of his very own works. Now, whilst many of you will have heard of Sir Thomas Beecham and Sir Edward Elgar, I think the majority of people out there will have probably heard of a group called the Beatles. And it was in these studios in the 1960s that the Beatles recorded the majority of their singles and albums. And their last album, debatably their last album because Let It Be was also in the pipeline, Abbey Road, featured the pedestrian crossing behind me, which is now a listed site, so it can't be moved or adjusted. And the Fab Four walked their way across this pedestrian crossing. And I'm rather lucky, because when I come here to record film music, I walk across it most days. Now, I've recorded many film soundtracks at Abbey Road Studios. Perhaps the most famous would be Star Wars Episodes 1 and Episodes 2. I also recorded a lot with James Horner, and a tragic loss. He died in a plane crash earlier this year. I recorded Willow with him, Aliens, and my personal favourite, Braveheart, because I got to meet Mel Gibson. And the reason we showed you the signpost for Grove End Road was because at the lunch break, Mel Gibson, who's not the tallest of men, came out for a walk, and he was spotted by a policewoman on a very handsome and tall horse. And there was this lovely sight of this policewoman bending down to get Mel Gibson's autograph.